almost getting dark. We're gonna go head to my parents' house. They're out of town. So I'm gonna go nab my dad's truck and go get the trailer and leave it here for the night so I don't have to do all that early in the morning. Gotta go romp around in the Subaru. Don't have a whole lot of times left with this car. I'm selling it. I almost have it sold. If any of you guys want to buy it though, hit me up in the comment section because I'm selling it. So yeah, someone get this thing off my hands. I want something cooler. If you have any ideas what I should get for my next daily, let me know in the comment section. So it is a beautiful Sunday morning, nice and overcast. Hopefully the weather stays like this and doesn't end up raining or the sun gets too hot or anything. It'd be nice if it was just sort of right in the middle, right around 65 degrees. I am at the car wash. This car is filthy and I left a little bit early, so I'm gonna spray this thing off, spray off the engine bay, get all that stuff out of there from the fire extinguisher, and hit the road. Quick update, I'm here, waiting in line to get in to the track. Everything went well. It is misting out still, so hopefully it clears up. I really don't want to deal with cold tires because it will not go very well if it's this cold all day. The car won't be doing, very hot. I'm sitting in line. It's cold as hell.
How's it going, Liam?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. How's the Franken Porsche doing?
It's doing alright.
Yeah?
Hopefully better this time.
Let me do my walk around real quick.
Okay. Franken Porsche.
Do you know how much power you're making?
137.
137. Can I get that sticker real quick? Alright, man, you're all good for me.
Cool, thank you.
You're welcome.
Pass tech. They don't really do any tech. It's sort of a joke, but we're all good. It almost snowed there for a minute. It's been raining, like misting. It's really cold, but it seems to be drying up. It's not raining anymore, which is good. So hopefully the sun comes out and it starts breaking up these clouds, because it's gonna be tough to run good times on these cold frickin' tires, and wet too, because it's pretty wet out on the track. I went and walked it. There's a little bit of standing water in a couple places. I've never driven this car in the wet, so I mean, I don't even know how it'll do. I'm glad I freaking washed the car though. Such a waste. I guess I got the crap out of the engine bay. I guess that works. Not a complete waste. This gauge setup is ace, like so much better than it used to be. Obviously, I didn't have one. I barely had a gauge before. It's sideways. People are definitely getting sideways.
Wristband, please. Thank you.
down in the middle of the course for all three of us.
Okay, nice.
At the end, we had to.
Hell yeah, get it done.
Yeah.
Rerun?
Yeah.
RB142 coming in for rerun.
Thank you. I'm on my way back. I managed to get all 5 runs. I think the 5th one, my GoPro died like while I was waiting in line, so I don't think that one actually got recorded, unfortunately. But I am extremely happy with how I did today. I didn't place as well as I hoped I would, or even thought I would, really, which is a little bit disappointing. However, the car was dead reliable. I had one issue all day. The ignition switch gave out on me, so I would turn it and accessory and on still worked, but the actual starter function quit on me, and I just made a ghetto rigged little wire to touch to the positive side of the battery off the starter solenoid to start it up, and that got me through my last 2 runs. I'm so stoked that it is actually reliable, or was reliable today. Like, it stayed perfectly cool all day, even when I drove the shit out of it, even when I drove it on the track and then went and did like 3 runs at the practice track, it still stayed dead cool, so I could not be happier about that. The clutch worked not everything worked perfectly all day. The tablet and the OBD2 reader definitely need a little bit of tweaking. Apparently you can play with it a bit and get some plugins that'll help it stay connected. I had problems with it disconnecting and then not wanting to connect again, so I had to reboot the tablet. Whatever though, it worked, so I'm happy about that. It was definitely nice to have an actual gauge, especially when they gave me the exact number. I'm very I'm weird like that, and I like the exact number rather than just like a range, so it's pretty nice to have that. I don't know exactly what place I placed in yet. I believe it's somewhere around 25th out of a field of 65, 67 cars or so. So, not great, not horrible, but definitely room to improve. So since the car was so reliable today, that means over the next few weeks I can work on doing modifications to the car that will help improve performance, so that next round, hopefully, the car can place a little bit better. The biggest thing I think is the rear end needs sorted. It doesn't have as much grip in the rear as I think it should, and I think that's just due to the suspension all being worn out. It's all stock bushings. I think the struts might have been replaced once in the 80s. Probably put new wheel bearings in there while I'm at it, so I need to do all of that. Also, I need an alignment really bad. It doesn't have an alignment on it at all. The only reason I haven't gotten one is because the rear suspension isn't done yet, and I know that will help with handling a lot, especially if I dial in a lot more camber, because on my tires, if you look at the wear, it's almost all on the outer side of the tire. I don't have enough camber for it to be using up that whole contact patch in the corners, so I can definitely pick up a little time there as well. That's where I'm gonna end the video off. I'm driving home. I'm gonna go drop the car and trailer off and everything, go get in bed and go to sleep because I am running on almost no sleep. Also, let me run down, before I leave, let me run down my times. So I think my first time, I'll put them on the screen now, but I'm just approximating them. My first time was a 64 because I spun. Yeah, this is right. So 50.7 was my first real run. And I was stoked on that, like super stoked, because I did not think I was going to. Second run, I did a 49.7, so I improved by about half a second. And the next run, I ran a 49.050. So almost a whole second, like another half second of improvement, just over 7/10 or so. And I was like, okay, 49.050, I have one more run left. Let's break out of 49s. Guess what I ran? Freaking 49.002. Yeah, so I didn't hit my goal that I set for myself, but whatever. I mean, I went 2 thousandths away. Pretty close, a little bit disappointing, but you know, it happens. I'm just excited that the car runs well, and I'm towing home a working car, not a broken car. I don't have to push it back into the garage this time. I am talking way too much, so thank you guys that have stuck this late into the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave me a comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.